Hey, I think we got a package. What's up, family? All right, bet. Let's go ahead and get these joints in the garage, shall we? Especially this big boy here. I know I don't have the microphone plugged in, so you guys gonna just have to deal with it. That is the fairings for the Ninja 400. I had a challenge out there for you guys to tell me exactly what color you think I'm doing the 400 in. So those comments were in the last video, and now I'm about to reveal what color she gonna be. Let's go ahead and get this big box open, shall we? Like we got a tank grip, a tank protector here. Got some heat shrinking sound deadening material. Not really sure if I really need that as a Ninja 400, so ain't really about all the noise. We got us a third windscreen. It is what it is. Well, this fairing kit does come with the it does come with all of the dash pieces and all that other stuff like that too. So hold up. Ooh, that smell though. Ooh. That's right, folks. We're doing red out here. Yo, alright, I'm in love. I'm in love. I ain't gonna lie. That's a nice color. It's like the same, literally, no joke, it's almost the same color as the Warrior. Oh man, that's sexy though. Like, for real? That's bad ass. That'll be that piece right there. They don't feel that bad. Like, I bought these from, I bought these off of eBay. Paid like $5.50 for them. My original plan was to paint it myself, but I ain't really feel like going through all of that. Having the bike all non-operational and all that stuff like that for the foreseeable future, just to keep having to paint everything. Like, there's a lot of pieces on here. Like, I had a lot of parts that I wanted to paint. I wanted to color match. I was probably going to keep this black, do gloss black here, and do blue here. Like, I wanted to do blue at first, and then I kind of decided against it because there was a lot of stuff that went into that. So yeah, it is what it is. What's up, folks? It's AJ. Welcome back to the channel. Before we get started with the video, do me a huge favor and swerve all over that subscribe button, the like button or dislike button, depending on how you feel about me, and make sure you hit the bell to get notified about the videos that I post every single week. So now, back into... No, actually do that. No, for real. Do that before we start the video. All right, now that we've done that, let's go ahead and swerve back into the video. Enjoy. All right, so right now I actually have to kick the Warrior out of the garage in order to get started on what I got to get started on. So let's go ahead and get that out, get that working. In the effort of working miracles today, I got to be 100% effective, and in order to be 100% effective, I got to get through this. Get this taken apart. I think the biggest thing that I'm going to be accomplishing today is getting the front panels off of the Ninja. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to put the rest of them back on after I take them off, but it looked pretty easy. Just a few nuts and bolts, but you know, I guess we'll figure it out once we get down into it. The last thing I want to do is start on something and then have to pick up where I left off when I come back. So literally a mad dash to get everything done right now. I had to do this, get you guys some content, and then at the same time, well, let's not act like it's only for y'all. Like, it's not only for y'all, for real. Like, let me be completely honest with that one. Get the content for you guys. Get the Warrior or the Ninja broken down, and put everything back on it, and then simultaneously get the house clean and write 1,667 words for my daily word count for my book. So it's a lot, man. It's a lot. You know, typical life of a guy. Typical life of a guy. You know, play Superman. But you know, it is what it is, man. It's what I signed up for. You know, when I was born. This is not necessarily a video tutorial of how to remove panels from the Ninja 400. This is not what this is. What this is going to be a video of me filming myself taking this stuff off, so I know how to put it back on, provided I get lost. So cheers to that. You guys thought I was doing it solely for you, huh? I would love to do everything solely for you guys, but the problem is that solely for you guys is. So let's go ahead and get started now that we got the Ninja. I keep wanting to say Warrior. Now that we got the Ninja all backed in here, ready to go, we're gonna go ahead and start by removing the seat. This is actually the first time that I've ever removed the seat from the Ninja 400 since I got it. Well, this one in particular. One thing that I would commend the dealership that I got this bike from, as they actually installed a quick connect to the battery in the back compartment. My last 400 didn't have that, so I commend them for that. So you know, kudos to you guys. You know, you ripped me off on the price, but you know, yeah, look at that shit there. And I love how they're not actually full gloves, that you can actually continue to do what you. But I just wanted to give you guys some light, and this was the best way to do it. So yeah, man. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, I actually did get a. I didn't know if I got one of these in here. This is the tool bag that comes with the. Yeah, I got a story about that tool bag one day too. Whenever the temperature come back, guys, I wanna talk about that. But for right now, let's go ahead and get these fairings off. I know a lot of people are afraid to start working on this, you know, doing the fairing thing. Nobody wants to take these off because you literally had to be like a rocket scientist to put them back on once you get them off. But I'm gonna take a chance, man. I got way too many mods that I want to get done. For that reason, I'm gonna go ahead and pull all this stuff off, and I'm not gonna look back. I'm not gonna think twice about it, you know. It's been about like 2 weeks now, I want to say, that the new fairings came in, and I still haven't done anything with it yet. I feel kind of bad about that, but you know, I'm not going to feel too guilty because, you know, I got stuff going on, man. I got a kid on the way. All right, so I want to put these screws back where they came from, in the effort of not losing them. I lost the very thing that I was just about to talk about just now, that quick. One thing that I learned about fairing removal is that you always want to make sure that the clear plastic washer is present whenever you attach a bolt to a fairing piece that is on the outside. That way you don't damage the paint. However, within that few seconds of dealing with that stuff, dealing with that last bolt, I lost the clear one. All of the bolts that come off of here, I need to make sure that they go right back on in their proper places. So okay, yeah, it looked like this is part of just this fairing in general, but if that stays there, that decreases the chances of me actually losing it. You know what I mean? Turn the wheel so I can get to this push pin. Actually, that's not a push pin, but easy to remove nonetheless. There's another plastic washer. And I don't know if I said this already, but the plastic washer is literally just to protect the paint on the outside of the fairing. All right, so I got the side fairing off, and now the bike is a instant Z400. No, I'm joking. But This is this side piece right here. We're going to go ahead and try to put these to the side and not scratch them or scuff them or anything like that. I'm just trying to find that gas piece portion. This is the opposite side of the same piece. So I saw a picture of the gas tank in the listing when I purchased it, and I was a little confused because I saw the floor through the hole. So I need to know, what did I get? What did I just buy? And am I painting that? That's the big question here. Now this is the under here is this piece here that goes to that. So yeah. This is the black pieces that go on the bottom. It's something like that. And like the whole bunch of, like, this is the dash stay and all that other stuff. Like there's a, all right, so yeah, that's exactly what I saw. This here is the fuel tank. And apparently the fuel tank, oh no, I dropped the guys in the, oh God. I didn't realize that was happening, folks. All right. Got to make sure I'm still good. All right, so I was correct. This is a cover. This is not a, I'm so confused. I don't know how this works. Maybe it just sits on top and bolts down with the rest of the fairings, but based on how I pulled off the previous fairing, that kind of makes everything a little wonky, you know. It don't have the same. It doesn't have the same attachment points at that point, right? Am I missing something? Yep, this is a full-fledged goddamn cover, man. We've gotten both sides off, and I seem to believe that the easiest way to get this done is to find all of these pieces. So this is 1, 2, 3 parts, right? We're gonna get these 3 parts, and we are going to put them, attach them to this piece here, and create one big piece, one uniform piece. That way that we can go ahead and, you know, just slide them on and don't have to worry too much about it. Because, you know, doing individual parts it's a little bit of a stretch for me. So I'm not even going to try to attempt that. So I want to find those parts, that is. And honestly, like, depending on how much red we have in the new fairing, honestly, I might actually, I know I'm going to use this piece here because it's kind of like a silver titanium kind of feel. I don't want to use all red, and then the new fairings, this piece right here is red, so I don't want to use that. So I'm going to take that part off and use it on the new one.